Hi there YouTube. Today I'm gonna make a video about knives and how they work together with firesteels. And in this case it's the Swedish one, Light My Fire. And the reason I'm doing this video is because of probably you know that most of the outdoor knives, survival knives, camping knives, bushcraft knives, you can call them whatever you want, don't work very well with firesteels because of the round edge on the top of the knife. And today I'm going to show you maybe 10 knives and how they work and what I have done with them to make them work. So I'm going to show you the knives. And I'm going to tell you right now from the start who will work with no job done on them. This one, Rat 1 folder, work perfectly because it's have a very sharp edge here. And this is the same knife, plain edge. This one, the Spyderco Tenacious, work perfectly. This one, Cold Steel Recon 1, don't work at all. So this one is modified, you can see here, very sharp now. And this one is a cheap, I think it's a mech gear or something, neck knife. And now my telephone is calling. This is a Gerber Gator, and from the start it don't work at all. But I have, as you see on the cold steel, have sharpened it up. This is a cheap Mora, don't work at all. This is not a very cheap knife, work pretty good. I don't use this knife so much these days, but what I remember, it worked fine. This is an, I guess you don't recognize the sheet, but the knife you will. This is an S6, don't work at all from the start. So you see that sharpening edge there. This knife is way too big to use with the firesteel, but if you only got this knife, you can do it now. And this is a Gerber Prodigy, and this work with the firesteel from the start. Not super, but it will work. This is a Tops neck knife, modified. I don't like that short handle, so my uncle put this on. Don't work at all. This Mora Companion doesn't work at all. My friend, this was a gift from a friend, and he have put an edge on the top of the blade. And this one, Fällkniven F1, work perfectly with the firesteel. And I'm coming back soon when I put my knives together, and I'm going to show you some big sparks and some well, small sparks. Okay, then we start. I'll start with the Mura companion, and I'm gonna show you what's happened when you use the top of the knife who's not edge up. It's pretty okay, but here when I got some edge here. Oh, this knife is pretty good from the start. This is the Gerber Prodigy. Working good from factory. This is Fällkniven F1. Working perfect from factory. This is Top's neck knife. Don't work at all, and that's not only because of the edge, that's of course because of the very thick coating. This is the SS6, and I'm going to show you. Don't work at all, but on my modification here, work good. The Swedish A1. Pretty good. The blue cheap Mora. Not good enough sparks, so I have not done anything with this, and because I don't use it, but it was just for showing. One of my favorite folders, the Gerber Gator. Work good, but as you see from the start, don't work at all. This cheap neck knife, it's M-Tech. Don't work at all. Also one of my favorites for the bush, a big. These two are my favorites for the bush. A big folder, the Recon 1, work perfect, and I cannot show you how it worked from the before I put an edge on it, because I put an edge all the way, so I don't have any original parts left. And this Spyderco Tenacious works okay directly from the start, and these two are the same. The Rat 1. Works perfectly. Of course you can use this little metal clip if you like, but I don't get that big fat sparks with it. Yes, if you train a lot, you can use it, but not like this. This. So the point with this video was I don't understand why the knife makers, the big ones like Gerber, SOG, SC, Cold Steel, don't make their knives. They don't make the knives so they can use fire steels from the start. Everybody who wants to use a fire steel and like this knife must modify them, as I do. Well, I hope you have some help of this video when you buy a good knife in the future, so that you know that not every knife is very good with firesteels. And I guess like this was Light My Fire, I guess the other brands like SC or whatever the name are, work in the same way. That's all for me. One more thing. One knife who I consider not is a bush knife, outdoor knife, that SOG Flash 2 work pretty good with that firesteel. Ironic. Oops.